Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've all had a great week. So in today's video, I thought I'd do something a little different. If you have confidence, you will exceed in like everything that you do. Like when you think about it, you'll exceed physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. Like it helps you so much in life. If you are very shy, nervous, anxious, depressed, or just really like not confident, or you speak bad about yourself, you're gonna like not succeed. So in today's video, I'm gonna tell you how to be more confident, and hopefully after you watch this video you'll feel like you can conquer something and you take some tips and tricks away from this video and you feel better about yourself and you feel a little bit more confident. And I know it takes practice and years sometimes for some people, but hopefully a video like this will help you guys. And I have been starting to watch videos like this, so I did really get inspired by the wizard Liz. That's her YouTube name and that's also her TikTok, and she always does these talks on YouTube, and I've seen her videos pop up before. I'm like, oh my god, who is this? Like, first of all, she's so beautiful, but her titles are just straight to the point. And I watched one last night and it was all about confidence, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I've screenshotted some of her pointers that she said in this video to like help me out with this video. The thing is, I've always been a confident person. I do have social anxiety a little bit. Obviously in the last few years I'm like trying to manage that. Confidence is key in life. I feel like I have so much knowledge to share. A lot of my friends and family look at me and think, oh my gosh, like she's so onto it. She's, you know, got a husband, she's got a house, she's now self-employed, she's got this big audience on several platforms, she works with a lot of international companies, she's super confident, she believes in herself, she loves herself. So number one, the key to being more confident is show up every day. So this can be for a lot of things. This could be for your work. Obviously that's the number one thing you think of. Show up every day for your job, your work, whatever you're doing. Show up every day for your hobbies, for the things you love, your friends, your family. Show up every day. So like, for example, in my life, I show up every day to what I do. Like YouTube was never my full-time job. Like I've only just left to do it like properly full-time in the last month, but I showed up every week, if not every single day, for YouTube and my social media. Like, and everyone was always like, how do you like film that much, or like how are you so determined, or how are you so motivated? Like what the hell? It's because I showed up every day. I wanted it so bad. This is what I want to do as my dream job. I love this. I'm gonna work my ass off. So if you shop every day, put the effort in and work your ass off, it will always lead to something great, and it will always lead to more confidence as well. Because like, I mean, this is just an example in my life. Obviously me talking to the camera now, some of you guys would be like, what the hell? Like if you guys were to talk to the camera, you'd be so awkward and stuff. But the more you do it, the more you get used to it. Practice makes perfect, right? I mean, there's no such thing as perfect, but practice definitely does make you more confident. So show up every day, work for your goals every day, put in the work, no matter how you feel. Even if you're like, oh, I can't be bothered going that day. For example, the gym, you show up every day. You have to put your feelings aside. You can't just be like, oh my gosh, I can't be bothered, I'll go the next day. If you show up every day and put in the work, no matter how you're feeling. Like, do you think everybody wants to go to the gym and is like, oh yay, I want to go to the gym now? Like, no, they don't. I mean, some people might like going to the gym, but there's so many people that go and they're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be here. But they do the workout, they put in the effort, and I guarantee they feel amazing afterwards. That's like me when I go to do my workouts. Like, I've been bad lately, but when I can't be bothered, I'm like, oh stuff it. I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna put in the work, and then I feel amazing afterwards. So you have to put your feelings aside. Remember, if your feelings get in the way, you're not going to achieve your goals. You're not gonna gain more confidence, because you're always like, oh no, I don't wanna do that. Nah, that scares me. Remember, your body is designed to protect you. So you want to like start doing something more and more and more that you're just gonna make it become a habit. You're gonna get more confident at doing it. You're gonna achieve your goals. So rule number 2 is get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Obviously, you're not going to do many things in life if you're scared to do them. I don't go to the gym, but maybe I should, and I am definitely considering doing it because it's out of my comfort zone. But anyway, if you don't like going to the gym, you're going to be like, oh, I'm never going to go. But if you just go and get comfortable with doing that, then that's going to become second nature to you and it won't be scary. I feel like I can speak now in the way that I just left my job. Literally, especially in a time where everyone could say, oh my gosh, the cost of everything going up, inflation's going up, it's so uncertain, you know, we've just been through a pandemic and everything. At the end of the day, leaving my job is definitely the most uncomfortable thing I had done. I was like freaking out. This wasn't a quick like, I'm gonna leave my job. This was like 4 years in my head. I was in my own head. I was like, oh my gosh, what if this happens? What if I don't do well? What if I miss interactions? What if there was always what ifs? So you should get that out of your mind and get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Do it and see where it leads you. It could lead to something beautiful. So far for me, it's been really great. I'm still getting in a routine. Obviously, it's only been 4 weeks. It's been amazing. I have loved working from home. I have so much more freedom. I have so much more time for my friends, my family, my partner. I'm putting in so much more effort into my platforms. I'm posting 5 YouTube shorts a day to YouTube. I'm posting now every day to Instagram. I'm managing a wedding venue's social media account. You know, I was nervous to do that when she first approached me. I was like, what if I'm not going to be good at that? Oh my gosh, what the hell? I've never done like social media management. That was something that was uncomfortable for me, but I just did it anyway, and it's fine. You have to realize that these things turn out fine in the end. So get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Get out of your comfort zone. I feel like I have been doing that so much lately. I even went to an event not long ago by myself. Everyone had invited plus ones. I was too late to invite a plus one. This is for a Specsavers event. I was invited and I was like, oh my gosh, like I had this all in my head, like who's gonna be there? What if someone's there that I don't like? What if people are mean? What if there's like bitchy people? Like, oh my gosh, I don't know. There was all this running through my head. I saw like 3 people I know and I talked to so many lovely people and I had like the best time. So I got out of my comfort zone and it turned out to be fine anyway. Remember, it's all in your head. You have to realize that everybody has their own insecurities. Like what I said, oh my gosh, like I'm nervous that I'm going to go to an event and someone's going to look me up and down, or someone's not going to like me, or there's going to be like mean people, because that's just who I am. I'm a Libra. I always want people to like me. That's just me and my nature. That's one of my insecurities, like thinking that people won't like me. And that's something I need to overcome, because it's okay for people not to like you, and that's something that I've realized a lot over the last few years, especially being in the industry that I'm in, because it is tough. You have to remember that everybody has their own insecurities. Everybody is trying to become their higher self. So stop focusing on what everyone else is thinking, what everyone else is doing. You need to think about you and yourself, because at the end of the day, you are the main character in your own life. You think about all these other people like, oh my gosh, what are they thinking? They're not even thinking about you. They're thinking about their own lives, their own goals, their own family, their own whatever they're doing in that moment. So you just have to get out of your own head a little bit. Rule number 3, this is really similar to the one that I just talked about, so I'm going to kind of elaborate on it, and it's push yourself to do things that scare you. So like I said, that was an example of mine. Like I'll always say no to brand events. Like I used to get invited to so many, and I said no to so many because I was so nervous about going. Like my social anxiety was taking over. I was like, oh my gosh, like what are these people gonna think of me? Like what if it's awkward? What if I know nobody? What if like I get excluded on the side because everyone like has their own cliques? So recently I have just gone to 2 events, 2 in a row, and 2 both amazing events. They both exceeded my expectations and they were so fun. I left my job. That scared the shit out of me. I was like, what if my revenue doesn't do well? What if I don't get paid much? What if I have a really bad month? What if it affects like mine and Matthew's relationship, us being home all the time? What if what if? Cut all of that out. Do things that scare you. I also want to say like other things in life, like do things that scare you, meaning like go to a country that you would have never gone to before. Do things that scare you. Like right now I'm in Fiji with my partner. I actually pre-recorded this video that you're seeing right now, but in reality right now I'm in Fiji with my partner. I booked a trip for me and him. That's something that's so out my comfort zone. Like, oh my gosh, arranging this whole trip, planning it without a travel agent, just going to a country like that. I could have saved that, but I wanted to do this holiday because I want to travel more. Like I'm still young, and before we start a family I want to see the world. Like I want to be well traveled. You learn so much from seeing the world, and it changes your perspective on life, and at the end of the day memories are the best thing that you can have. So I was like, stuff it, I'm gonna book this trip. Talk to people in the street. When you go out clubbing or to a bar or something, go up to a random group of people and talk to them. At the end of the day we're all humans and we all have something to say. We all have different skills. knowledge, all walks of life. Go and talk to younger people. Go and talk to older people. This is what I've been doing on nights out. A few people have noticed that I've been going out a lot lately, and that's because I, first of all, love to dance, but second of all, I love meeting new people. This is a way to meet so many new people. I love bumping into girls in the bathrooms. I love talking to them like at the bar. I love getting to know so many people. Go and do like a bungee jump. Go and skydive. I don't think I could ever skydive. I don't think I could ever skydive, but I did do a sky swing when I'm freaking shit scared of heights, but I need to do something that will get me out of my comfort zone, and the more I do it, the better I will feel. So like rock climbing, a bungee jump. But anyway, I'm trying to say to you, do things that you wouldn't normally do. Wear something that you wouldn't normally wear. I bought an outfit and I've been wearing heels a lot more lately because I'm like, oh my gosh, what if I'm too tall? What if I get uncomfortable? What if I just look too lanky, whatever. There's all these insecurities in your head that go on, but I'm like, stuff it. Like, why do I care what people think? I look freaking badass in heels. It elongates my legs. I feel like a model. I love the look of heels on others, so why shouldn't I wear them? So on my birthday, I bought big orange boots from Fashion Nova. They were like this tall, knee-high boots. The heel was like freaking 2 inches. No kidding, I was so freaking tall. But guess what? I felt like a badass, and I literally got so many compliments on the outfit that I wore. So I had like a little orange bag. It was like orange and blue patterns, like leaf patterns. It was a crop top and a little skirt. I probably got like 5 different girls come up to me being like, oh my gosh, you look so good. I love the outfit. Where's it from? Oh my god, those boots look so cool. All my friends loved the boots. Like, yeah, that is just another thing that scared me, obviously wearing heels, but I've started to do that more lately because who gives a shit? If you want to do something, just freaking do it and get out of your head. Stop worrying what other people think. I mean, I've even had friends say that to me, like, oh, I could never wear that. My partner would never let me wear that. Who cares what the fuck they think? This is your life. First of all, that's toxic. If your partner's not letting you wear something that you want to wear, that is toxic. You wear what you want. You feel sexy in what you want. I don't care. And that's the thing. That's what I love about Matthew. He's so accepting and supportive of what I wear and what I do. Like, he doesn't judge me at all, and he is so supportive. He like hypes me up as well. Like, if I'm wearing something that's known as probably skimpy to someone else, like some partners might be like, oh my god, don't wear that. Matthew like gives me compliments. He's like, oh, you look good in that. He's amazing like that. So just wear what you want, do things that scare you. So the next rule is accept and really feel emotions until they start going away. In the Wizard Liz, in her video, she talked about her going red. So she said she'd always go up to people and she would turn like bright red in the face, and she could feel it coming on, and she'd always like get so flustered that she'd stop talking to that person and like go to the bathroom or something and hide away because she knew that she was turning bright red. But then she was like, oh my gosh, why will I let this affect me? She accepted the fact she gets red when she talks to new people, and then like one day someone asked, oh, you're getting red in the face, and she was like, oh, I know, I get like that sometimes, and just kept talking. And then as soon as she accepted her feelings that she was nervous in that moment and that she was going red and that she may get a little embarrassed, she stopped getting so red, because the more she thought about her going red in the face, the more she'd get redder and redder and redder. So that goes for a lot of things. Accept emotions in the moment. Like, if you're scared to do something, just accept those feelings and it will get better. So for me, I struggle sometimes with eye contact. A lot of people say it's because of social media. People are so used to like being online and stuff. So I've been really like looking at people when they talk now. For some people it might be quite intimidating. In my head I'm like, oh my gosh, what are they thinking of me? Do they think I'm just staring at their soul? Do they think I'm weird? Rah. But I just accept the fact that this is normal. Like, you're meant to look at someone in the eyes when you're talking to them, not looking down and stuff. And it makes you look more confident too when you look at somebody in the eyes when you're talking to them. So yeah, just accept the fact. And if you like talk to somebody and you feel your face going red, just accept that you're going red. And if they bring it up, who cares? Just say, yeah, I know, I get like that sometimes. Accept your flaws, accept your emotions, and as soon as you accept your emotions, you'll get more confident. If you have social anxiety, hi, I definitely do. Anyway, she said if you do, someone told her that it's kind of links into the eye contact thing. Like, when you're in public in the street, don't just like look down, look at your phone. You know, like the buses going past with heaps of people in them. Look up and look at everyone in the bus and wave, like out in public. She said some people would wave back, some people would just kind of look. She is facing her fears. She's so anxious around new people people in public, but she said she started doing that. She started looking up and like waving out in public, and it started to overcome her fear of new people and caring what other people think. Number 5 is be open to talk to more people and network. So this really links onto what I've been saying already. A great way to meet new people is online, obviously, like through Instagram, through TikTok. Send someone a DM, make new friends that way. I hear so many people in my life saying, oh my gosh, I don't have many friends, oh my gosh, my friend circle is so small, I don't have the same friends that I used to anymore. That's a thing, you can always make new friends, and a great way is to network and meet people online. This is how I've met so many of my amazing friends, so many like-minded people in the beauty world, in the influencing industry, and it's through online. If you like following someone and they seem really cool, go and talk to them, message them, say, oh hey, like I love your page, maybe we should hang out one time, do you want to go and grab a coffee? It is a great way to make friends. You need to network. You know, what is stopping you? Like if you're stuck in a relationship that you don't want to be in, then why be in it? Who's it good for? You only have one life. Like you need to do the things that you want to do. You need to be with the people that you want to be with. You need to be with people that suit your energy and your vibes. Also, it is very limiting to just hang out with just your group. Like, yeah, they say, oh, keep your circle small. There is so much more to that though. Like you are always going to stay in your same little shell, in your same little anxiety bubble, in your same little mindset if you just hang out with the same people. Talk to new people, meet new people, get new ideas, get motivated, get inspired. You might meet so many people that inspire you so much more than your current friend circle does, or than your family does, or people you follow does. You can get so motivated and inspired and great ideas through other people. So network is so important. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing in your circle. That's how you're going to be different as well. Like be unique. Personally, I feel like I'm so free. I'm an independent person. I've always been business and career orientated. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't matter. You can be who you want to be. If you want to be a mum and a housewife and that's fine too. That's who you want to be. You don't have to like judge other people and where they're at in life. There shouldn't be any set stages of where you are in life either. Do what you want to do. Be confident in that, and no one can stop you. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing around you, because if I was worried about everyone else was doing around me, I wouldn't be here where I am today. Rule number 6 is let go of perfectionism. So an example of that is if I saw what I looked like back when I was like 19 starting a YouTube channel, I would have been like, oh my gosh, no way. I would have never filmed my first video because I would have been like, oh my gosh, my brows look so bloody bad, my skin looked bad, oh my god, what if people judge me without makeup on because I have acne? I would have never filmed my first YouTube video if I actually worried about what I looked like in that moment or what I sounded like. Even when I first started this channel, people were like, she's trying to be like this YouTuber, oh, she's just trying to be someone she's not. There was all these judgments on the side that I'd low-key hear from other people. But at the end of the day, if I actually cared what they thought, I would have never started filming, and I would have never been here where I am today if I actually cared what other people think. If I was worried about being the perfect version of myself, I would have never filmed my video, and it would have never led me to the success that I have now. Just know that if what you are doing in life, whether it be your job, whether it be your hobbies, whether it be your friendships, if you know that what you're doing is good, if you have good intentions, if you want to inspire others, if you are a good person, then who cares what other people think? You don't have to be perfect. No one is perfect. So you can't be like, oh my gosh, they might not like me, I'm not gonna like message them, or oh, I won't go up to that group of people because they'll probably think I'm weird, or oh, I'm not gonna start that business because it probably won't do well because I don't have A, B, and C. No, you have to let go of perfection. There's no such thing as perfection. Do what you do in the moment. Start where you are at. Stop being like, oh, I need A, B, and C to get this, or oh, I won't start that until I get a laptop, or oh, I won't go out that weekend until I get an outfit, or oh, I won't move overseas until next year, until this is out the way. There's no such thing as perfect. There is no perfect timing for anything. Let go of perfectionism. Number 7, which is something that I'm currently working on, is create a routine. So routines are really important because the human body strives off of routine. It needs to know what it's doing, at what time of day, and whatever. I'm still learning to create a good routine because I obviously just left my job 4 weeks ago. I suck at going to bed early and I suck at waking up in the morning, which is why I also do think self-employed life suits me. me. They always say that a routine organizes your mind. If you don't have a routine, everything is all over the place. How can you start a business? How can you plan to see your friends that weekend? How can you plan to go overseas and travel? Nothing is in a routine. You need to create a routine. So I'm starting to get better at that. Like 5 p.m. I'm gonna post to Eagle Ridge. I'm gonna do my workouts in the mornings now. After work, when I used to work at the early childhood center, I'd get back home and I'd always be way too tired to work out because I was just so freaking exhausted. So now I've put it in my routine to work out every morning so I can't make an excuse, so it's out the way and I feel so much better and I start my day. I check my phone, I always make my bed. Making your bed is part of a routine as well. Do my workout, I check my emails, check my social media, my messages, and then I go on to do what I'm doing that day, whether it be filming a video, filming a real video, shooting content, getting photos, going to an appointment. I will always set it in the day. The reminders app is really good on your iPhone. I always set in tasks that I need to do there. I know people do diaries as well. I personally don't use a diary, but maybe I should. And what is that saying? Like, an organized mind is an organized life. You won't feel so like flustered and anxious. You will feel on top of everything. You can smash your goals. You can plan for things better and you will become more confident. Rule number 8 is always take care of yourself and look after your appearance. Obviously, if you feel good on the outside, you're going to feel good on the inside as well. People might say, oh, looks don't matter, whatever. But at the end of the day, if you look after your own appearance, and people are going to respect you. Looking after your appearance is self-respect. If you look after yourself, if you feel good, if you put a little bit of effort into how you look that day, you honestly will get so much more done. I don't know what it is, but when I have my makeup done and my hair done, I just want to like do so much more. Like, I feel like I want to smash the day. For example, if I have no makeup on, if I look scruffy, if I'm in my robe, if I haven't had a shower that night, I like feel so unmotivated and I don't want to do anything. So yeah, take a little bit of care of your appearance. You'll feel way better. It's great to treat yourself, and it's also self-respect. So if you self-respect yourself, then others are going to respect you too. They're going to be like, oh my gosh. You never know who you're going to bump into in public as well. You always need to look your best, always look smart. I don't know, that is just my mindset. You might not feel the same way, but for me it works a treat. If I feel good about myself, I'm going to smash the day. At the end of the day, there's no excuse. Looking after your appearance and even just like smelling good, being clean, having a shower, everything like that is all self-respect. It's doing something that's good for yourself. If you don't respect yourself, then how is someone else going to respect you? Always look after yourself, because it shows the world how people should look after me. Like, here you might get people judging, like, oh, she's wearing too much makeup, or why are you wearing that, or oh, like, or they could think these things, but who cares? At the end of the day, that's just jealousy on their behalf. They know that you want to look good for yourself and you feel badass and you feel confident. If that makes them insecure, then that's their freaking problem. You know what I mean? You want to feel good for yourself no matter what anyone else thinks. Work on your posture. I have been shocking at this. I always sit like this or stand at events like this. If you like stand like this, literally it will improve how you look straight away. People will think you look more confident instantly. Like, look at the difference. If I walk into a room like this, like pretend I'm walking, looking down, I don't look confident. People are like, oh, she doesn't have much self-esteem. Literally look at the difference. If you walk like this, posture, shoulders back, looking around, you look so much more confident. Good posture also makes you feel more confident. I am definitely more aware of it now. So I always like try and fix my posture if I notice I'm like starting to slouch. Create another version of yourself until it becomes you. So I hear so many people say, oh, like that person's got this, and oh, that person's got that, and oh, they've got a cool life, and oh, look what they're doing. I'm not doing that. Why can't you just do that? Create a version of your life that you want to do. What's stopping you from doing it? Just do the things that you want to do. If you're like, oh, that person like has such a good body, go and work out. Oh, that person travels a lot, go and travel. Just like save up to go and travel. Just do these things, you know, like create your life how you want to create it. Try and become your highest version of yourself. Like, that's how I feel like I manifested my dream life. Like, my dream life was literally to travel everywhere, to be self-employed, to own my own business, to work from home, to be a content creator, and look where I am now. It's because I manifested it. I was like, okay, I want that life. I'm gonna work hard to get that, and I'm gonna do everything I can to do that. And I acted as if it was already my job from day one till it became my job. Make things a priority if you want it in your life. You can't compare your life to other people. Like, I know naturally you're gonna do that, but why be like, oh, they have this, they have that? You can have that too. There is nothing stopping you from having that. How did they get to where they were? It was obviously through motivation, ideas, maybe a little bit of support. There is billionaires in this world that started from nothing. Like, you literally can get what they have if you really want it and if you really put your mind to it. Act like the highest version of yourself and you will become the highest version of yourself. If you're like, oh, I feel so sad all the time, oh, I'm so anxious. If you tell yourself you're sad, if you tell yourself you're anxious, if you look in the mirror and tell yourself you're ugly, if you're like, oh, I don't like this, if you're doing all of that stuff, you will become that. You have to say, oh, I have the best life. Oh my gosh, I'm happy. Oh my gosh, I'm grateful for this. Oh my gosh, I have this. Oh my gosh, I'm beautiful. So becoming a higher version of yourself is also being like kind to yourself as well. If you're kind to yourself and give yourself affirmations, if you say what you're grateful for every day, then you will become the highest version of yourself. And also, people will struggle to see you happy. It's just because they're insecure and they kind of don't want to see you successful, because they know that your mentality is up here. Nothing can stop you, nothing can bring you down, and they're still trying to climb that ladder. They've got their own insecurities and they don't like to see other people happy, and it is hard to see other people's successes. That's why on like the big TikTokers and the big YouTubers, there is so much hate comments in their comment section. It's because all of these people are jealous. They don't want to see people succeed because that is not where they're at and they feel like a fail. If you are in that position right now, if you are one of those people that don't like your friends' photos or are leaving bad comments on people's videos, just tell yourself, why can't you become like them? Why aren't you going to be in their shoes? Or if you see someone happy in real life and you like give a little snarky comment, why are you doing that? They're happy. They're the highest version of themselves in this life. Remember, life is temporary. Life doesn't last forever. Life is short. Be who you want to be. Get to where you want to be. Think, why am I doing this? Will this benefit me in a way? Saying mean things about other people, you know, it's just going to be a temporary high. Like, ha, here we go, make them feel bad. But at the end of the day, you're still feeling like shit. What is your higher version? What are your highest version's hobbies? What is she good at? Who does she hang out with? Who does she date? And don't settle for less too. If you are like in the dating world at the moment and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna go for him because he's easy to talk to or whatever. I can never get a man that looks like this or does this. Why not? Go for what you want. And if you tell yourself, oh my gosh, I deserve better. I deserve this. I deserve this. Like, you need to be nice to yourself. As soon as you're nice to yourself, as soon as you say what you're grateful for, you'll become more confident. Use the okay and mentality. So for example, they don't find me attractive. Okay, and my business failed. Okay, and I stopped talking to one of my friends because they always talked about me behind my back. Okay, and if you have this mentality, then you'll let go of your failures and the things that you are worried about. So even if you do fail at a business or at an idea, or if you went for a job interview and you didn't get the job, okay, and try again and again, or do it again and again and again until you become successful. This is how the richest people in the world become successful, because they didn't give up. They did things over and over again. They had that mentality of, okay, and let's just try something else, or let's just do it again, or let's just make new friends, or let's just move somewhere else. Like, you know what I mean? You need to have this mentality. Realize that this life is temporary. So I literally find that this helps me so much. If I'm feeling nervous, I know this sounds a bit like horrible to think about, but if I'm feeling nervous about something, just think, you only have one life to live. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. That person's gonna die. All of these people are gonna die. Like, I know it sounds awful, but honestly, it helps so much. Like, it's helped me so much lately when I'm nervous about something. Life is too short to not live the life you wanna live, or be the person you wanna be, or be that confident, badass bitch that you wanna be. Life is temporary. Just realize that and just think, you're gonna die. Why are you nervous in this moment? Who cares? It's a feeling. It's not reality. Do things that will make you feel happier and think that you are happy. Just realize how weird other people are. So I feel like this definitely helps me a lot. Like, if you realize that not everyone is perfect, that everyone has their own insecurities, their own little weird things about them, their own little worries in life. That will honestly make you feel confident when speaking to these people. If you speak to people in real life, like, just know that people are weird in their own ways, and they do open up when you get to know somebody. So for example, like your best friend, obviously you and your best friend will be like the weirdest people together. It's because you're comfortable in front of that person. You don't get to see all these weird quirks and things about other people because they don't know you, and they're a bit like, okay, let's just act normal here. But you have to realize in your mind, this is just what you're seeing. They're putting on a front because they don't know you. They're nervous, you know. Know that they're weird just like you, and they've got their own insecurities just like you, have their own worries just like you. It kind of puts you at ease a little bit more, and it makes you want to like talk to them more and meet new people. I feel like this would help so much. So it's quitting social media. So obviously I'm not going to quit social media, but this is what the Wizard Liz mentioned in her video. What she does is she posts a video and she posts a post, or she posts a story and just leaves it. That's it. She doesn't scroll on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. She doesn't watch any videos. She doesn't read any comments. Posts her stuff, and that's it. Because social media is draining, and I can honestly say that from my perspective, it is definitely draining. So I need to even take a step back from it. It does also waste your time, and you also naturally compare yourself to other people. Why watch all these people doing what they're doing? It is so draining, because naturally you're going to compare. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, she's doing this, she's doing that. Why do you need to see that? Like, when social media wasn't even a thing, I swear people were happier back in the day because they're not constantly comparing their lives to others, or, you know, relationships worked out better because there wasn't like as many options, or there wasn't many dating apps. Obviously, if you want to post, then just post, but don't go scrolling, because naturally you're going to compare, and don't read comments on your photos. But I'm learning not to on like YouTube shorts, because they can be like ruthless on there, like really ruthless, especially when some of my videos get thousands and thousands of views. So I'm learning to ignore it because they have nothing nice to say at all. And it's funny because 99.99% of these people are male that are obviously insecure and don't have nothing nice to say, or they're insecure in their own lives, and they just leave hate comments. What's it going to benefit me reading these comments? You know what I mean? So it's like, for you to quit social media. If you want to post something you've done, post it. Don't need to scroll. It's going to save you so much comparing, so much insecurity, and you're naturally going to develop more confidence if you're not constantly comparing yourself to others. Rule number 15 is love yourself in the process. So just realize that you're going to have your bad days. That is so normal. Life is not perfect. You feel shit that day, don't worry. You might wake up the next day and feel so much better. Oh my gosh, you feel anxious that day, don't worry. You can be way more confident, feel way better the next day. Trying to become the highest version of yourself doesn't mean that you can't love this version. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're trying to become a better version of you in everything that you do, doesn't mean that you can't love this version right here. God made you. Do you know what I mean? Like, you are here. You are a miracle. Like, not everyone gets a life. Some people aren't even born. Do you know what I mean? Like, the fact that you are here is a miracle, and in that in itself should make you think, oh my gosh, like, life is worth living. Like, not everyone gets this. This is a miracle to be here, to be breathing, to see, to think, to feel. But just know that you'll always come on top of your bad days. You try and break her, don't worry, I'm gonna come back stronger. I'm like a cockroach. You crush me, I'm gonna come back multiplied. You know, you gotta think like that. You gotta think, I'm so strong, and at the end of the day there's always bad days, and you're gonna come out on top of whatever rut that you're in. You're going to think, I want to win and I'm going to win. If you're confident and say, I feel beautiful, or I feel hot, or I feel sexy, that's classed as cringe, or oh, she's vain. Why can't you love yourself just like you would say that to someone else? What's the difference of you saying to someone else, oh my god, you look beautiful, and hyping them up? That's not cringy, but hyping yourself up is cringy. Loving yourself is vain. why does it matter? That is the number one key to success, is loving yourself and believing in yourself and thinking you are beautiful inside and out. Rule number 16 is talk to yourself like you would talk to someone else. So this is so important. I caught myself speaking bad to myself lately, and I was like, why am I doing this? Like, I'm actually starting to think these things that I'm saying to myself, when beforehand I was always so positive. I'd say nothing but nice things in the mirror, and I kind of just caught myself saying bad things. But I think, like I said, it was because I was scrolling down TikTok too much, and like all these beautiful people on the For You page came up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. You need to speak to yourself like you would speak to someone else. If you love yourself and tell yourself you're beautiful all the time, you will start to believe it. You have to speak to yourself like you speak to a friend. Say what you're grateful for in the mirror every day. Look at yourself in the mirror and give yourself compliments. Say, like, I love my eyes, I love my hair, I love my body, I love my abs. Like, I don't know. Say things that you love about yourself, and you will start to focus on the positives and not the negatives. And at the end of the day, there is no negatives, because everyone is beautiful. Like, there is nothing negative about you. At the end of the day, if you can't give yourself compliments, then how are you going to accept other people's compliments? Like, lots of people try to get self-validation from heaps of other people because they don't love themselves. Validation should come from within. That's up to you. Some people go out seeking validation from others, or like go to events or go clubbing or something seeking validation. If you get validation from other people and you don't give it to yourself, then that could be like a quick fix, but then you're going to be depressed the next day because you don't love yourself. If you walk around like you're confident, if you love yourself, if you like literally walk into the room, people are going to give you more compliments because they love that. Like, confidence is so sexy, you have no idea. Like, no matter how you look, no matter what you're wearing, no matter who you are, if you are confident and love yourself, people can see that. They can sense that straight away in a room, and that is so attractive. Be your own best friend, because if you are kind to yourself, tell yourself good things, you will naturally become more confident. What is the saying? Like, fake it till you make it. And rule number 17 is walk into places like you own the place. So if you walk in, this kind of links to what I just said. So if you walk in, shoulders back, eye contact, like talking to heaps of people, talking to strangers, not caring what people think. Like, walking in the room like you own the place, people can be like, oh my gosh, who's this? She's so confident. Even though you could be shit scared on the inside, people aren't gonna know that. And that's the thing, if you do something more and more and more, you will become that person. So if you walk into the room like you own the place, you are gonna feel so confident, you're gonna feel such like a badass. You know, for example, if you've got a job interview, why come in like all like nervous and worried? They're gonna sense that. Come in like you want the job, like you got this, like you have the knowledge for it, that you're super confident, and they're gonna sense this straight away. People will feel threatened by you if you're more confident, but then also it can inspire heaps of people, and they may want to be like you, and people may want to be around you because they're like, oh my gosh, she's giving off so many good vibes, so much good energy. And that's also another thing. If you are negative all the time, and if you are talking bad about others all the time, it just goes to show, it obviously means that they're not confident and they have a lot of insecurities and they're not happy in their own lives. If someone is so positive, so happy, so like, you know, good energy in a room, people are going to be drawn to that because they're going to be like, oh my gosh, this person must be so happy. Yeah, so there is a lot of pointers in this video that I feel like has helped me a lot, and I obviously got a lot of these pointers from the Wizard Liz's video, so I want to thank her so much for posting that video because it inspired me so much to make this video, and I felt like that helped me, so I wanted to do this video and hopefully it helps you guys. I feel like confidence is key. Confidence will lead you to a successful, happy life. I feel like if you are confident, then everything around you will fall in place. That's why I'm making this video for you guys, because I want to transform your mindset. I want you to be that person that inspires others, that people envy, that people want to be like. You can be like that. So anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, then please give it a big thumbs up and let me know down below what your favorite part of this video was. Like, what really helped you in today's video? What piece of advice did I give that kind of resonated with you or that you're going to take on board? I would love to hear it. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I upload every Monday at 3 AM New Zealand time and YouTube shorts every day. Anyway guys, be happy, hold your head up high, smile. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next week's video. Bye.